Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. I'm here with Cody and we just got done with our live stream, so now we are doing back-to-back videos, and that's usually what I do when Cody shows up. We do several videos in advance so we can just post them throughout the week while he's doing other things. So this video is all about the Loren Get Inspired Happy yarn. Now I just did a video about this yarn, and this yarn come from Hobium. So when you're watching this video, please remember that this is just a very small sample of what this yarn could look like. And it all depends on what stitch pattern you're using, how wide, how narrow, but we're trying to get you inspired about yarn. So if you haven't heard of this yarn, you may want to check it out. Now, we are not affiliates of Hobium. I just wanted to find something different, and that's why I ordered it in. So Cody, you want to go ahead and tell them about the yarn, and then we'll get started on the samples. So make sure you tell us which sample you like best and which colorway.
But first, the YouTube stuff. We had some super thanks on some recent videos. We had Dina Smith, we had Chief Kate, and Pam Billman, so thank you for the super thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
We had some new channel members as well. We had Linda Schmid, Gwen Stewart, Tina, Teresa Carlo, Cassidy Hood, Raylan Hernandez, Maggie Steele, Cheryl Wybrew renewed, and Great Granny C.
Yes, and I want to thank everybody that came to the live stream on Tuesday. We had so much fun this Tuesday. I'm telling you, we got a little off track because we had some sound issues. But boy, I'll tell you, you give us some great ideas. And I'm getting off track, but we're going to start doing a weekly video and showcasing the things that you, our subscribers and viewers, are making. I think it's just going to be a great addition to the channel. So if you want to send those pictures, make sure you send them to Cody and not my email address. And then that way we're going to put a video together and we're just going to showcase all your stuff. So if you're another crochet channel and you just kind of want to shout yourself out, send us those pictures so we can shout you out and show everybody what you're working on. So now we're going to get to the yarn.
Yeah, you can send those pictures of your projects to my email address, which will be in the description of the video. And also, you can just post them in the Facebook group as well. We have a Creative Grandma Facebook group. It is a private group, so you have to apply. It just helps filter out the scammers and stuff. So if you're a member, but yes, you can post them there too. So let's get to the yarn, Grandma. This is Loren. Get Inspired Happy. I think you called it Loren. I think it's Loren.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Another thing is I saw people commenting on the label. It says it's a 3-weight yarn, but apparently on the website it claims that it's a 4-weight yarn.
It is a 4.
But on the label, you can see right there, it says 3.
Yeah, that has to be a misprint, because as soon as he said it was a 3-weight, I said that's not a 3-weight.
Yeah.
It works up like a 4, so it's definitely a 4-weight yarn.
These skeins are 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 170 meters, 185 yards. It's 100% acrylic yarn. It says machine wash, lay flat to dry, which we tested in this video. And
we're going to show you the wash and dry test at the end of the video.
So that is that. Unfortunately, there's no color names, just numbers. And I guess we'll start with this one because it's in my hand. This is color RH010.
This, to me, seemed pretty similar to color number 1, only I'm seeing this one has a little bit of green in it.
And here is my first sample. People have been bugging me to make more than the same 5-stitch patterns that I use every single video. So today, I took their advice. And this is Shells and V's.
Very pretty. If you like those dark muted shades, you'll probably like this one. To me, this one reminded me of fall. It reminded me of the colors of the leaves, where you get those golden yellow, those green tones, the burgundy, the rusty colors, just really fall looking.
Let me get it up really close. Yeah, so here's just a really close-up shot of it. I tried to make it, the samples are a weird length, but I like this yarn. I think it's really nice.
Did you well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. What did you think of the feel of the yarn?
I really liked it. I don't know how to describe it. It's
the softness. What do you think?
It's not silky soft, but it's soft.
Yeah, to me, I felt it was very soft.
Yeah.
It almost had like a, I don't want to say slippery, like shiny softness to it. I personally really enjoyed the feel of the yarn.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100% acrylic. I think it's all in the way that it's processed. That was
very nice.
Color 10. All right, so let's go to the next one. Grandma, why don't you show them your sample? She made quite a big sample, and then I made a different sample.
I was trying to make the sample as wide as a blanket, and I was trying to work up the whole skein so I could tell you how far the yarn skein went. So go ahead and grab that side, Cody. This is color number 1. And this is how it's working up.
I think it looks good.
I like these colors. I'm just worried. I'm waiting to see if it color pulls. Now, I do like that the blue went all the way across this row. So I'm hoping when I continue crocheting back and forth that it keeps moving the colors back and forth. But I have this much to go. And that's, I'd say, about a third of a skein. So let's go ahead and measure this, Cody, just for an idea of how far I am so far. This measures 42 inches wide. Yeah, and I'm at 4¼ inches. So I think when I'm done with this little bit, I'm going to be over 5, close to 5½ inches, I think.
Yeah.
So 42 by 5½ inches. I enjoyed this color. I think it's really pretty. It's a little out of my color range. I usually stick to those bright pastel colors. And I thought I want something a little bit different. And I just fell in love with this color for some reason. And that's what happens sometimes when you see yarns. You know, get out of your comfort zone. Try something new. It might surprise you.
This was color number 1.
Yeah, so these two samples are both made out of the same color. So you're going to see the difference of what I'm talking about when I say the stitch pattern really does matter. So go ahead and show them your sample.
I made a granny square.
I thought this was pretty. I thought this came out really nice. So again, you can see the difference between a granny square and if you just work it back and forth. Big difference on how it's going to look. But I think this is I like color number 1. I thought it was one of the prettiest colors. And they do have other colors available, and you can check them out on Hobium's website. And again, we're not affiliates. I just wanted to try something new.
Yeah, I thought you picked a really beautiful yarn. I was really surprised. A lot of people must have really liked what they saw in the thumbnail because that unboxing video got a ton of views.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. This next one I really liked as well.
I really like this.
This one is color number 15, blues.
And when I seen his sample, I thought, wow, I may have to order some more of this yarn because I really did like the sample. I like the way the blues just blended together with each other. So this is what, the double crochet stitch, V-stitch?
Yep.
And this is a really nice, easy stitch pattern. Spring and summer is coming. And when those temperatures start getting higher, we put those big bulky yarns away and we start looking for those lighter weight patterns that you want to take the chill off, but you don't want to get overheated. So that's why I always love the double crochet V-stitch when you do a sample. And I think any yarn looks good with the double crochet V-stitch.
Yes, it does.
And it works up so quickly.
That's why I always use this at least once.
It's gorgeous.
Just beautiful blues. It just reminds me of the ocean. It's like that dark blue, like the abyss, and then that beautiful blue water, and then the white reminds me of like the cresting of the waves. It's just, it's really nice.
And that was color number 15. I'm torn now between color number 1 and this one. Those blues surprised me because we see so much blue yarn. And then this one, I thought it was a typical, it's just a bunch of multicolored blues. But when I seen it worked up, it kind of like, wow, I really enjoyed that sample.
Yeah, the colors flow in a really nice way. Let's go to the next one. This next one is a little vivid, a little bright. This was color number 9, and it's purple colors.
Yeah, you're going to see that light purple, the brighter purple, that royal purple. wasn't keen on this. These are not my colors. This one I just did not care for. Maybe if the sample was longer, wider, more worked up, I may like it more if I seen these colors on the bottom up here, see how it blended. But again, this is just a small sampling of what these stitches look like. And I mean, I'm not downplaying the stitch sample. I'm just saying that everyone's going to have their favorite. This might be someone's absolutely favorite. And that's what's so nice about offering so many different colors, because we all don't like the same colors. So what stitch did you use for this one?
This is the crawler stitch.
He has to get that crawler stitch in there. But he did do 2 different stitch patterns for this swatch video. He tried a new stitch pattern.
Yeah, this is a fan favorite. Everybody loves this stitch.
And what color again was that? Color number 9. And we did more yarn swatches for this one. Usually we do 5. I think we have 7.
Yeah. The way that the colors flow is it starts and then it reverses and goes backwards.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't notice that on this sample though. I think it depends on what stitch pattern you're using to get that effect. I think when it's smaller, you're picking up on the color changes. Like, hold that up. Like you can see how it's going back and forth, but when you work the longer sample, it's harder to see the reverse of the colors.
Yeah, you can't tell it all with your sample, but with mine, you know, it starts with the purple, the darker colors, and it gets to that gray, and then it starts to reverse and go backwards.
Yeah. And this color right here is like a gray purple mix. I didn't notice that. Now I'm seeing it. There's like that bright purple mixed with the gray.
Yeah.
Almost like a tweedish look.
I know we finished with the sample, but I agree. If this was like the length of a blanket, I think it would look a lot better.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. The next one is, you know,
contemporary.
Yes. This is color number 11, and it's just gray tones.
To me, I'd call this gray skies, cloudy gray skies. And I don't like to use a lot of gray, and here I am wearing a gray sweater. I like gray, but I like this because of the colors all being gray. You're having that beautiful light gray, medium gray, dark gray. So this is more, to me, of a contemporary colorway that is unisex. It's great for a man's sweater, a woman's sweater, even children. Anything that you want something with a contemporary look. And it's hard for me to say I like grays and blacks, but this one, because of the blending of the colors, I have to say I do like this one.
Yeah, the colors flow pretty nice. This was one of the new stitches as well. I think it's called the arugula stitch. Arugula stitch?
Isn't
it arugula like lettuce?
I don't know.
I don't know. This stitch pattern reminds me of about 20 other similar stitch patterns, but yeah, it's a new one.
It's almost like the crawler stitch, only this one is a single crochet, double crochet, skip a stitch, single crochet, double crochet.
Yeah. So
if you like the crawler stitch, you're going to like this stitch pattern. And what stitch of the week number was that? Do you remember? 30 something? No. So, and you can find all these stitch of the week patterns on my website. You can go to creativegrandma.net, hit stitch of the week, scroll down until you find a stitch you think you might like. If you click on the name of the stitch, the pattern will pop up and you can download it or print it.
The next color is number 5.
Now this one, when he did the unboxing, this was my second favorite. But now after seeing the yarn worked up, I'm switching to the blue as my second favorite. I still love this. I think this would be gorgeous once you see that blue repeat itself. I love blues and greens together, and I would have loved to see this in like a longer sample with more of the colors repeating. But just the blues and yellows, and then you see that little bit of touch of green where those colors combine, is still one of my top 3 favorites of the 7 that we showed today. And this is what stitch pattern?
The super easy ripple stitch.
Very simple pattern, works up quickly. And yeah, that I have to say I do like that.
Okay, so let's get to the wash and dry test sample.
So now we're getting ready for the wash and dry test. So we're going to go ahead and measure it. It measures 13 inches across. And it measures 4 and what do you say, about a quarter, Cody? 4 1/4 high. So let's go ahead, throw it in the washer. We're going to wash it in warm water and dry it on low heat. And now, Cody, you want to show them what it looks like after we threw it in the dryer? Now, it does say do not tumble dry, but we put it in the dryer on low heat and tumble dried this for an hour. I over dried it just to see if anything would happen. It was on low heat, but I was amazed at the results.
Yeah, this was color number 17.
Yep.
And here's the sample. Just from looking at it, I see no difference.
Yeah, I see no pilling, no fuzz balls. I thought it come out okay. Now remember, I only washed and dried this one time, but it was on low heat and it was warm water machine wash. Now it shrunk 1/4 of an inch from top to bottom, and it actually got 1/4 of an inch wider. So it got wider and then it shrunk on top, but I didn't think that was bad. I thought it had amazing results for not being able to put it in the dryer and tumble dry. And again, remember, we only washed and dried it one time just to see what would happen. So in my opinion, I do think that you can throw it in the dryer, but make sure it is low heat.
Yeah, this is, every time I wash and dry anything that says it's wash and dryable, it always, the measurement moves a little bit.
Yeah.
Whether it stretches out a little, or, you know, it relaxes your stitches and stretches out a little, or it shrinks going, and sometimes it shrinks from top to bottom a little bit, but it always happens.
Well, going through the dryer and being tumbled dry may do that. If you lay it flat to dry, you can shape it to the size you want.
Yeah.
I was very happy with the wash and dry test.
Yeah, so was I, and that's the result that we expected. It's 100% acrylic yarn.
But it depends on the heat setting of your dryer too. If somebody throws that on hot heat, your dryer might be hotter than someone else's, and it might really ruin the yarn. So always make sure that dryer is on low heat or no heat and fluff it dry.
I always use low heat.
So in the comments section, let us know what your favorite was. Can I pick my favorite?
Yes.
Was color number 1, followed by the blue. This blue really kind of like took me off guard. I thought I was going to like the blue and yellow, but I absolutely love this blue sample. I love the way those blues blended together.
My favorites are the same.
So that is our video for today. I hope this video helped you seeing this yarn worked up. It's always nice to see an unboxing, but it's always better to see the yarn worked up and get a first-hand feel. And we hope that you enjoyed seeing the wash and dry test, because that's really important to some people, to really know what's going to happen when that yarn is thrown in the dryer. So thank you everybody for stopping by today. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the crochet fun here on Creative Grandma's channel. So until next time, stay inspired and happy crocheting. Bye.